And joining us in studio now is Mr. Ray Smith. Ray's the CEO of Trycera Financial Incorporated. Their stock symbol's TRYF. Ray, always great to see you.
So glad to be here today, Don.
Well, you've got a special guest with you, I guess. This is the famous Trycera auto dealer Kiosk. This is great. This is gorgeous.
It's been a long time in the coming. This is our first prototype unit. And what we do is we set it at a car dealership to help people fix their credit so that they can qualify for an auto loan. And so what happens is a sales agent takes that customer and directs them over to our kiosk, and they lift up a gold handset and they hit talk to a credit specialist, and our agent will appear on the screen so that we can help enroll that customer into our services to help them fix their credit, put a budget together, show the dealership, the finance people how much they can qualify for, and then send them back to that car dealership so they can get that car loan.
So the customer is actually having a live conversation with your agent. The agent's video appears on the screen. He's talking to them through the handset, and they can basically describe what just happened. You know, while we were trying to buy this Chevy Camaro, for lack of a better term, and we were turned down. Can you help us? And you basically walk the person through the steps necessary to get their credit repaired. Tell us about that.
That's right. So when our agent appears, they actually take control of the screen, and our agent will send the enrollment form to this screen, so the customer is just standing there talking to our agent, and our agent is gathering all the required information that we need from the customer. And the customer doesn't have to type anything, our agent does, and then the customer can verify everything on the screen, and then we submit it, and then the customer gets an email with the verification of everything, and a welcome email, and all the steps through our program.
You know, it has a very small footprint, and of course, you know, having worked with auto dealers when I was in the ad agency business, you know, many years ago, they're very concerned about showroom space. I mean, they must be very happy, the ones you've talked to, that has such a small footprint.
Very, and the only thing that we need is power, which the power cord comes out the back and is very discreet, and Wi-Fi, so it runs off of Wi-Fi.
Well,
so
Wi-Fi is everywhere.
That's it. So it's just so subtle in any room or any office, any car dealership. It's awesome.
Well, it's got to be magic for the car dealerships, because again, going back on my experience working with many car dealers in the ad agency business, the one thing they hate more than anything else is to take a customer all the way through to the buying process. They got the customer ready to get in the car, they go to the credit app, and they get denied. And everything that's happened up to that point can take 2 hours, as you well know. That 2-hour period for the salesperson has just been wasted, and the customer is upset because he or she didn't qualify. The car salesman's upset because he just spent 2 hours that he could have been spending on something else. And everybody leaves upset with one another, even though unjustly so. In this case, hey, we have a solution. It keeps them in the dealership. That's what I like about it.
Right, and the thing that everyone loses is money. The dealership spends so much money to get that person in the dealership to try to buy a car. And then when they don't qualify, they get left out, sent out the door. This way, we don't tell them, they don't lose that car sale. It's just delayed. That's what we tell them. So now they're able to basically get 100% close rate on the people that come in there for a car.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, I think people, when they go car shopping, they must know somewhere in the back of their mind that they have a credit problem. I mean, I think everyone is vaguely aware of their credit situation, even if not 100% aware. There's so many places you can go and check your credit nowadays. But sometimes they'll say, well, let's go ahead and see what happens. We can get in. They get denied. Before they have a chance to be upset, they direct them to your kiosk. I mean, how long does the process take?
Anywhere from 30 to 60 days, we're able to turn that customer around. That's the problem. People know that they have problems, but they don't know what to do to fix it. It's like everybody knows they need to file their taxes, so they all go to a professional to do that for them. And that's what we're asking the customers to do, is come to us, let us be that professional to help them and guide them, because what we do is we look at where you're at right now today, and then we put a plan together on how to fix it and move you forward to achieve your goals.
Now, how complicated is the process when someone picks up the gold handset? I mean, how long does that process take?
Anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes talking to our agent. Yeah, because our agent does everything for them.
Okay.
And they're explaining our process and our program to the customer right there. And then once they leave, they always have our number to contact us, so we're there every step of the way holding their hand. But we've built that personal relationship.
Now, have you done any kind of testing with respect to reliability of the technology? Because the worst thing in the world would be they get turned down for a loan, they go down to the kiosk is not working for whatever reason. The first thing you check is see if it's plugged in, but nonetheless, have you checked on reliability aspect?
Well, that's what we're working on right now. And so we have a sponsorship program that we're putting together to raise working capital so that we can take care of our debts that we owe now and finalize this app, because we need to get this app up into the App Store.
Okay.
Because it's working on an Apple product.
Okay. Now, how many of these prototypes do you have currently in stock? I mean, when you're ready to launch, how many dealerships can you launch in day one?
100 right now. Yes.
Okay. And let's talk about revenue. I mean, does the dealership charge you any floor space rent, or is they sharing in revenue? How does that work?
Well, what we've done is we've put together a sponsorship program so that an investor can sponsor one of these units and they can get a 12.5% revenue share of what it generates per month. And we give the dealership actually 10% of the revenue. So this isn't a money expense for the dealership, it's a money maker, because we're paying that dealership the 10% so that they can pay the salesman, because he just lost that sale, that car sale, but he didn't lose it, he just was delayed. But he needs to make money to put food on his table until that next car sale comes. And so we're able to share in the revenues with everybody.
Well, fabulous concept. It's so great to actually see one face to face. Again, Trycera Financial, TRYF is their stock symbol. Go to Trycera.com for more information. Ray, congratulations. Thanks so much.
Thank you.